Yet. Session 2 begins outside the burning wreckage of the old kobold, as you are now roaming the streets unsure of who is friend or foe. But Zugg, I believe you are attempting to bring people to a safe location that you know of. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is you're under the veil of darkness. The bad news is to reach this safe location, you'll have to travel all across Clayberry until you reach the waste yards, which is quite literally on the other side of town. Now, of course, you could travel the main streets, arrive at the waste yards pretty effectively and pretty quickly, but considering the fact that the KDF Prot Force quite literally turned their guns at you after gunning down an innocent person leaving the bar, it's safe to assume the streets might not necessarily be safe for your lot.
I think we should cut through the fish factory. The Prots won't expect it.
The quickest way, of course, is through the town circle, past Clockwork Machina. But you're going through the fish factories and trying to dodge through the back streets. Is that correct?
Oh man, I thought we were like getting snacks. We're just taking a little detour to get some fucking snacks at the fish factory.
As you guys are dashing through the fish factory, you will notice one of the food carts. I can totally imagine Felsic just being like, walking up to the food cart.
And then she just immediately throws up. She just watched someone die. She's not used to that.
And I put one paw out, and I just like, as I'm walking, grab all of it as I go and just put it in my bag.
Are you purchasing the food on the cart, or are you just grabbing and going?
Oh, I'm just grabbing and going.
I am copying them.
Bo, give me a stealth check. Watching Bo. Oh my god. So as you guys are walking by, I think Felsic getting sick, the shopkeeper would immediately walk up to Felsic. Are you hurt? Are you all right? And then kneels down to Felsic,
Hey buddy,
sick.
I just had the worst IPA of my life. If I were you, I'd clear out of the streets. It's gonna fucking stink. I'm sorry.
It's
Be like, hey, psst, just keep going. Put your shit away. Let's go.
What is happening?
Shh. Hey, Toots, don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
I don't know what Toots is yet.
You Toots, I Toots, they Toots. You Toots. Let's go.
Easily 2 days worth of rations. The gelatinous creature, you're swallowing, is that correct? Are you consuming the food?
There is no plan for storage.
So you just kind of like inhale the food itself. Since you've eaten literally 2 days worth of food, you'll actually notice, Bo, since you're the one with this gelatin, this creature expands in size.
Oh no.
And becomes wider.
I keep this information in mind for later. Oh god.
So you pull everyone aside. You see your gelatinous friend now larger than before. Zugg, please roll me a stealth check. You may roll so at advantage, since you are cautiously exploring the town with the hopes to lead everyone to safety.
Not me.
You're just screaming at everyone. Hurry
Come
up.
on, stop getting fish. We have to go this way through the refineries and factories north of the Clayberry Starseed.
This is how we should be talking then.
What do you think's best? We should definitely avoid the Clockwork Machina, but the market or the vaults?
I think the market might have eyes. The alley south of it might be good, though.
I suppose you both are free to roll an intelligence check. You are correct that north is the Clockwork Machina and also the main streets, which is definitely not where you'd want to go if you're trying to keep out of the watchful eye of the KDF. Through the small market itself could potentially be a little bit quieter, however, because markets and stalls and shops and many valuables are here during the evening hours, probably enhanced security that would not be anywhere else. The Voidium Vaults, however, does take you to Void Town, and since that's more of like a junkyard area itself, it would probably not have as much security, but it would mean farther travel.
I have a question. I ate a lot. I'm tired. My feet hurt. Is it possible to check if I can travel inside the gelatinous mass? Like, I want to go inside. I want to reach inside, and I want to stay in there. And my brain says maybe I'll float inside this gelatinous mass, and I don't have to walk.
One moment, please.
What is happening?
Gelatinous creature, do you let Bo just go into you, or would you try to resist this?
as you start to go into the gelatinous creature, you're going to feel your hands start to burn. A little bit of dissolving. Your hands might be going a little bit bald, maybe.
My fur is like singeing off my paw a little bit, and I like retract it really quickly. Well, I guess I ain't doing that.
Are you food then?
No,
You continue to travel across the factories and warehouses. As you continue across the open area past the railway service station and into the Voidium area. Trying to avoid the vaults itself, you begin to travel through Void Town. This place functions as sort of a larger junkyard. I need everyone to roll a perception check, please. While this is happening, Drask, you'll hear a low roar from the Void Yards. It sounds like a big old bear. The roar itself almost sounds reflected. It kind of sounds like it's from in like a steel box of some sort.
Zugg, sidebar. I think there's a bear in the Void Yards locked up.
What are you talking about? You're so stupid. We're trying to get home right now.
As you all walk into what was once a loading dock, Zugg, you approach the loading dock, open the shard panel, which seems to have been exposed for a while. You just sort of like jam a screwdriver in as the loading dock that you're all standing in descends down underground.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
we're home.
As you guys walk in, you just see a bunch of refuse junk scattered all around this area, as it appears to be the floor of a factory.
We should be safe here for a while.
You guys, like, know what this means, right?
What does this mean?
We just saw something we absolutely weren't supposed to see. We killed a cop, and they know what we look like. We're safe here, but honestly, I think we should go to a different fucking country or some shit.
You don't touch that. That is mine.
I like the chair. Pretty comfy.
I can give you the chair. Get off the big... My project.
Hey, Zuggs, open your arms.
Come on. Just make the jump. I don't catch. I'm just kidding.
Was just about to roll the falling damage.
No.
Oh my god.
Everything else is okay. Well, not everything. In fact, don't touch most things. But especially don't touch that thing.
Zugg, I'm getting a drink.
It's been an hour since I was alive.
Slime, you want a drink? Come on, I'll put this in you.
All right.
All right, open your mouth.
What?
Do you have an orifice?
What's an orifice?
I'm just gonna pour a drink on his head.
This alcoholic fluid just goes into you as the fluid itself melts into your acidic form. You do not gain any sustenance from this whatsoever.
I think if I feed you enough of this, you'll be flammable, yeah?
Sure.
I can just light you up. You're like a bomb too. Zugg, I think I got a weapon.
We all have weapons.
No, but like we could blow this thing up again.
No,
if we need
not
to.
in here.
No, not in here. Okay, I'm gonna down my drink and then hop over the bar, over to Zugg.
We have to, like, I know we're all just like chilling and like having drinks or whatever, but we have to like go underground. We need to build burrows like we're rabbits or
There's a
something.
shovel in
Like,
the
there's no
corner.
getting away from. You know what? That's a really good idea, Zugg. And she's gonna go grab a shovel and start digging.
I like put my nose in the air and I start sniffing. I'm like, I smell something going on over here.
As a bow returns to the bar, you hear the bar breaking in half. Slime creature,
What?
you've consumed all the alcohol in that corner. You're the consistency of like a giant water balloon now. So as you move around, you just sort of jiggle from left to right.
Why did you do that?
Picking up the barrels, shaking them, realizing they're all empty.
They're all
I was
no,
under the
no,
impression
no.
this is what that one wanted.
It's really hard to find booze.
Felton is like 5 feet underground at this point. Like her head is sticking up above the dirt. And she's
I don't know if digging is our solution.
like, I'm out of options here, dude. I've never been a fugitive before.
I'm gonna come to this little campfire I got here. He reaches his arm out and lights up and sparks a bit, and a little bit of flame comes out of it, and he just light the campfire with this like flamethrower arm.
I feel like that trade was a setup.
Wait, do you think it was Graven? Graven Kiv? We were working out a deal, but I don't think he'd go this far. You know, this might just be big misunderstanding.
Yo, Zugg, you think somebody set us up?
I don't know.
I mean, why else would somebody blow up after trying to make a trade?
I don't think he wanted to blow up.
I don't think it matters if he wanted to blow up. What if someone else wanted him to blow up, to blow us up? for trying to get a part that they had.
Man, all I'm saying is that if we know the person who might have done this, we need to go talk to them or say something to them to, like, get them off our back, because otherwise we're just fucked.
Elsic, it's gonna be okay. Come to the fire.
Okay, fine.
It's okay.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't have this thing near the fire, yeah? I think it's like 80% alcohol at this point.
I'm turning into a bomb.
I'm not very attached to it. This slime thing. I honestly, that's the only puzzle piece that I can't solve right now.
Yeah, I still don't know
with
why was he in Talon to begin with?
So I take it Talon was my predecessor then, yes?
If that's what the thing that you blew up was, yes.
And you came to make a trade with Talon.
That is correct.
And he blew up.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
I was really hoping you would just keep going and you were realizing something, an epiphany was about to...
That's really insightful.
Hang on,
that's
let
really
me think.
Well, David, thank you.
You hear a pop as if a ship sprung a leak. Slimy alcohol begins to stream out of the back of the slimy creature.
Aw, dang.
And I put like my whole nose, like my nostrils, both of them are like flat on the ground, sniffing out the slime alcohol situation.
It's sickening.
I'm gonna go behind him and stick my finger in it and then put my finger in my mouth.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Maybe it's a...
Drask, you take 4 points of acid damage as you consume raw acid.
It's either really good or really bad.
And Bo, like, obviously looked like he's not paying attention to anything at all. And he kind of like walks towards this thing. And he puts his paws on it and he yells out, "Hey, Tutsis! What is this?" I'm like still rubbing my paws all over this thing.
Don't touch
I'm just
that!
touching it. I continue to touch it more the more he tells me not to touch it.
It's my thing, is what it is. It's none of your business.
We're all gonna have to go on it anyways. We need to tell them at some point, otherwise they're gonna be kind of surprised when it does what it needs to.
Yeah, okay. Here's the real deal. That thing over there, I know it doesn't look like much. That is the Mark I. It's a vessel. It's a ship. Don't you see? That bad boy's gonna fly us out of here. I might be able to get it to run. I'm just missing some parts and also assembling it and also designing it.
It has a lot of holes.
Those will get patched.
Those will get patched. What do you think all this scrap's for? I really have been working on it in my free time. I have a shop to run, you know. If we need this now, then yeah, we could start putting it overdrive. In fact, if all of you help, we could get this done sooner than expected.
Hey.
We can do the thing to get this thing going and we get out of here? Is that what you're telling me?
Theoretically. Presumably. Yes.
Oh, that's so much better than my idea.
But yes, I mean, if I give you all some things to do, there's a lot to be done. I think we could be done sooner than expected. I don't know how long, but, well, we are getting ahead of ourselves. Like I said, we have some rooms. You can all stay, I guess.
Okay.
I'm hitting it. We can figure this shit out tomorrow, okay?
I'm bunking with Squid Man.
Slime Man walks up to the first box he can see with a crack in it and just goes inside of that.
All right. You all will complete a long rest. So as you awaken, a shardcast, which essentially is like a small TV screen, auto turns on as sort of like an alarm.
Breaking news. Last night, Clayberry was under attack as the old kobold had been destroyed by unknown ruffians believed to be enemies of the state. With more is the CEO of Xeon Corp, Cray Voldman. We here at Xeon Corporation value our fellow citizens of Crayberry, and when we get attacked like this, we all feel it. We all experience it, and we all weep and suffer for those that have been fallen and those that attack in the more undesired areas of Clayberry. That's why Xeon Corp is here to invest in the property as well as the infrastructure of Clayberry, because the Cathosian government refuses to. Once again, Kathos refuses to step up, and it's up to Xeon Corporation to make do. In fact, we were in dealings with the old kobold to purchase the area and turn it into a more desired section of real estate, allowing individuals to expand upon their warehouses, adding jobs to Clayberry's infrastructure, only to have someone in a brutal attempt of violence do it. Fortunately, Xeon Corporation Security has documented those that we believe responsible for the attack. It's very important if you see these individuals hanging out together that you report them to the KDF.
And at that point, you'll see silhouettes, specifically of 4 individuals. 2 of them, orc, one of them rackling, and another one appears to be human. It's at this point, the silhouettes that you figure may resemble you.
She like freezes in the middle of her morning routine of like silently doing 1-arm push-ups, and then goes and grabs a shovel and starts panic digging.
I'm confused.
Gotta watch out for
Are
those
you guys
guys.
bad people?
We didn't blow up the bar, you idiot.
It is our understanding that these individuals, who obviously blew up the bar,
That's not what he says.
are those that have had dealings with Xeon Corporation in the past. We are interested in their arrest and will pay. Xeon Corporation is currently offering 5,000 credits for anyone that can provide information to us about these criminals.
Sounds like you guys got to skip town.
It's gonna be harder to travel around town, but I think we should still see my contact. See if he knows anything more about this.
We could wear like a hat.
I look up at my own hat.
Yes.
A different hat.
So you're going to go ahead and meet with the contact in the Void Yards?
Yeah, let's roll.
Some above board information of what has happened. The only thing that's been advertised is that a group that hangs together is a rackling, 2 orcs, and a human. But for right now, your, let's just say overall threat level currently is low. You are more of a curiosity than an immediate surefire thing. By the way, 5,000 credits, just so Chet understands. In D&D, you got gold, and in this game you have credits. 1 credit equals 1 gold. So 5,000 credits is a lot of credits. It is a significant chunk. I gave you all your wealth values. None of you have anywhere near 5,000 credits.
God, I'd love to tell you guys my wealth value. he and I quote says to me in a message, within your coat is 10 credits. Your wealth value is 1. Current wealth connections are unknown because you were born 10 minutes ago. And he follows all that up with a good luck.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yes, we could go to my contact Graven in Void Town.
Void also got that bear.
Yeah.
There's
My
no bear in Voidium Town. What are you talking about?
It was in a cage, okay?
Oh, sure. Why didn't we see it then?
Oh, well, I'll show you. We're going right now.
As you go over to the area where your contact is, Zugg, you arrive over at the security station. You'll actually see him over in the stand as one of the security officers. He looks over to you, snapping his finger. Wait, you, Zugg, right?
Yeah. You remembered.
Yeah. Come on over. Come in here. It's a very cramped and small room that he's working at. It kind of is essentially a security booth of like a modern day gatehouse. Or he points over at you, offering a hand, and said, "I was actually hoping to reach out to you."
Really?
Well,
Do you have a part?
kind of. Oh, you brought your brother. Good. Oh yeah, I wanted to speak with you and your brother. I got my hands on an old power supply, as well as an old FTL drive. We could go ahead and make a trade.
Yeah. What do you need? I could find you something over in the waste yard.
No,
I heard the scrap. Huh?
Nothing like that. And he looks over at your brother. He's a capable fighter, right?
He's the best there is.
Gotcha. Then there's some sort of creature wandering around the void yards.
I told you, Zugg.
Well, hold on there. Where bear? I have never seen a hair. Is it over there?
Yeah. Wait. How do you know about that?
I mean, I heard it last night.
You heard
It's
it?
very loud. Yes, it's in a cage or something.
Oh, it's not in any cage. It's always been rumored that Xeon's been doing some pretty fucked up shit with bioexperimentation, and I think That's not a bear in a cage. This is some sort of earth sign creature that has magnesis powers. It has chunks of metal constantly floating around it. And anytime any of us have tried to get near it, it quite literally decapitated one of the security officials.
That's terrifying. I better get both parts for this.
I think one or the other could suffice.
No. You're talking about something that's killing people out here.
Well, from my understanding, you've got something that's potentially killing people out here. Leans forward.
I also lean forward. I'll give you an extra 100 credits.
You're free to roll a persuasion if you'd like.
This is a dangerous job. You know, if you don't take care of this bear, you might be the next one to go have to deal with it.
You take care of the creature. And 100 credits. I'll give you the FTL drive and the power supply.
Yeah.
I can't let you in the void yards during the day as well. I could probably sneak you in at night. So come back during the evening, and we'll see if we can scout out this creature.
Deal. Wait, hang on. No deal. Hold.
Deal.
Drask.
Sidebar?
Sidebar. You think you could take this thing?
I've won every fight I've been in.
Yeah. And, ooh, we got friends. Deal.
No deal.
What?
What?
I guess we could go back and like work on the ship. I bring up to party, which is now in character.
We could go back to the ship and start working.
You return back. You need daily work to make this thing actually assemble into a ship. So, like menial task work. You guys aren't necessarily assembling any of the key components yet. So all it is just literally getting everything together. Just get a general layout going. So progress has been done with the ship. Nothing to announce as of yet because there is a lot of key components that you need to do. Though perhaps an above board warning for all of you guys. It's going to be a challenging encounter. It would literally be like if I told the 5 of you to fight a bear that was in my backyard.
Easy.
Yeah, let's do it.
So as you arrive in the void yard, you meet up with your contact, Gravin, who seems to be especially uncomfortable. Where have you been?
What? Oh,
I thought you were gonna be here like an hour ago.
we're here now. What's going on?
It's here.
Oh, shit. Check out text.
Hang on. Let me check my phone.
Holy shit.
He's blue.
This large creature with jagged, what appears to be metal jutting out of its face is eating the metal. It doesn't seem to be aware of your presence. Any further movement at this point will risk getting the attention of the bear.
Is it under check?
Damn, Commoner 2! Fuck yeah, dude!
All right. Let me know when you're done. Good luck.
Where is he going?
But you're not going to help? Zugg will start to go for flank angle.
So that was my movement. For my action, I'd like to ready an action. If this thing gets within 60 feet of me, I'm going to fling a catapult at it.
I'm like shaking and I'm like, maybe there's like a little bit of tears in my eyes. I'm barely holding it together.
Barely.
Oh. Okay.
Bo, in a moment of fear, you see the creature. As fear creeps into your heart, make a mental note. But next level, when you learn how to wild shape, you have learned the ability to transform into a bear. I have added custom druid mechanics.
Gasp.
So, if you spend your time studying this creature in combat with nature checks, you can acquire traits of this creature that you can append onto the transformation of the bear. Magnesis Bear knows 3 traits, and you can learn one of them. I will not tell you what the traits do. You must select one that sounds appealing to you, and you will acquire that trait. The 3 traits are Magnet Aura, Metal Impact, metallic hide.
So, as I'm not really a huge damage dealer, I will go with metallic hide in hopes that it sounds like it can protect those around me.
When you transform into a bear, the bear's AC is increased by 2.
Okay. I like slowly put my paws down. I stand up straight. And my eyes narrow.
It's gonna be a real bummer if Bo gets one shot in the turn.
And he'll slowly reach into his bag of jingly scrap, trying to not make too much noise. And he's gonna pull out another pre-made little hand cannon device that just absolutely is not a gun. It shouldn't function. But as he puts his hands to it, you see these sparkly, zappy magics flow into this device. And he takes aim 60 feet away. And right before, as he's got his good aiming, he looks to Drask. You ready?
I'll thumbs up.
Trying to get as accurate as possible.
It hits the bear in the head for how much damage?
Whoa!
Turns around, looking over at you. Magnesis Bear takes a legendary action. As it looks up into the air with a roar, you will see chunks of metal clank all over him as he forms metallic armor around his thick hide. It gains 14 temporary hit points. That is where we will end today's session with Pipe Dreamers.
No!
The absolute cliffhanger.
I want to punch him.